AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
It's very loosey-goosey in here, man.
We back, baby.
Yo, King Speech, what you talking about, man?
Down in Brazil. Ain't touching no cat down there in Brazil. Just running around there looking crazy. Getting drunk for no reason. Not hollering at nothing. All that scattered behind running around. You ain't doing nothing down there, King Speech. Get your ass out of here.
Hey. It's been 2 weeks, man. Stop playing with Fleet, man.
Back like we never left, y'all. Dropping
Yes.
bombs. We here, y'all.
He said scattered cat. That's crazy. And people in the building. Just Knicks was good. Oh, whoa. She was here before you.
Nah, I was here before everybody.
Don't ruin the show. She was here before you, sir.
She's always here before us. Chill. I gotta get back in my zone, man. Good to see you, baby. We back. Brief intermission. We back, though.
You see, he's been working on his timing and stuff. Jay Cruz.
What up, boy?
Nostalgic. Please help the poor.
Nostalgic Nick. Good to see you, my brother.
Jay Cruz. Yeah, we've been absent, King Speech, but we here. Come on, man.
We have.
Come on, man. You sound like I'm sure you. Oh, you lost. I was lost. Now you want to hit me up?
Answer the phone when I call.
Oh, your other bitch is busy. Something like that. What you doing?
Where are you? And what are you doing? And are you ready to see me?
Here comes the.
Stop kissing your teeth. That's for young girls. You're an adult now, baby. Don't suck your teeth at me. Don't do that.
Okay. That's what you do. Why? Where are you? That's what they flip it on you. Why? Where you at?
Where you need to be. Where you need to be.
That's very aggressive.
It's exactly where I'm at. We're exactly where you need to be. So
I usually hit him with I was just around your crib. And I'll be all the way in Brooklyn. You live in the Bronx. I was just around your crib. Word, yeah. That's why. Come on, why you think I'm hitting you up, man? I just seen the stock. I went to the store you got the coffee from last time. Oh,
Darlene B. We missed you, girl. What up, baby?
Darlene the cream said, we all need breaks. Yo, big time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This is
I'm
true.
gonna be honest.
This is true. Gotta recalibrate. You mean?
Get back into shit. I don't even do no soldier shit. I'm too undisciplined.
I thought you was trying to do some frat shit just now. I was about to cuss you out. But go ahead, continue.
Oh, nobody. I wouldn't. Who, bro? I don't even. Oh, hey,
yo, you better chill. You better chill.
Hey, listen,
better chill.
I got.
I don't know what told you to do what you just did, but you better relax.
Shaq, what up?
Nah, don't worry about Shaq. There's a lot of we got a few supporters in there that are members of Omega Psi Phi fraternity.
Yo, Flea, check your man. Check your man.
Those are not my
man,
Those are my guys. Those are my guys. They don't wear the same colors as me. You know, Jim Jones said we gang members. Fucking idiot.
He didn't say that. Oh, he did say that.
He said we were gang members, bro.
Gang the same thing. Yo, man, listen, Flea, don't bring no federal indictments to AllBall TV. I have nothing to do with. I am not gang. That's what 50 told me to say. For anybody listen, I have nothing to do with that shit. Please. I can't speak for everybody else.
Can't even say that with a straight face.
Nah,
He's disgusting, y'all.
No, was listen, Jay Cruz, you got to slow down with these words.
I tell you, gangster.
No, hold on, wait. But he has to.
I don't even know what Jay Cruz rep. If he reps something, I don't know.
But
we don't know these people.
You got to be careful with like reading that. I read Flea's cheeks, your man. Like what?
No. You're getting older. You may need reading glasses, like our brother OG. Reading is fundamental. That says Flea, check your mans. Check your mans.
Listen, we're not playing any games anymore. Enough is enough of these shenanigans. Flea.
Yo, man, I got everything else prepared, but put your damn glasses back on. Got everything else prepared. Flea got a new setup. Big Flea. Never the little one. Fucking biggest. I'm so happy to be back here with y'all. Good to see y'all. I guess I got to wear headphones going forward. Now I can hear the drops in real time.
Somebody told you that 3 years ago, but nobody listened to me. Anyway. Oh,
man, he just drops in. Like the Dark Knight. Like
y'all can hear me?
Dark Knight.
Yes.
Hold on. Your man when he got the your man when he got the headphones on me.
You cool. You went and got braids and all that.
Real quick. First and foremost, I want to say I apologize for being late. I got my son with me. He popped up on me, so we was over here at the Street Ball Classic. Jada Swan and them playing right now against St. Ray's Jefferson. I got to give a big shout out. So many legends. Big Brody was in the building. Shout out AllBall TV. It was love. Duke Tango. I was there with basketball heads. Big shout out G Irvin chopping it up with him. Listen, Uncle Rice was in the building. My guy Eggy. And hold on. I was just chopping up with my guy Roger Murray. Y'all do y'all Googles. Yeah. So AllBall is outside and apologize for being late. But listen, just that we got it about 6:30. Just legendary night, man. Smart ball tournament. This week is all going down. I think it's gonna be the chip either Thursday or Friday. But like I said, I just had to show my son how the street ball goes. And I'll talk to y'all offline about the legends and how they feel about the game today with the young guys. Listen, y'all gonna love what they had to say.
I love it. Good to see you, OG.
Now it's an echo.
It's an echo?
Yeah.
I don't hold on. Maybe I put my headphones in.
Yeah, do that because it didn't happen to you guys. Let me see if I mute his mic. Yeah, I don't hear it now. It came from him. So let's get right to it, man. Enough of these shenanigans. Flea. Go ahead, AllBall.
Is it still an echo?
Nah, 1 2 1 2. Nah, it's good money.
You good money. Sound good.
Shout out everybody in the building. If the AllBall TV ladies is in the building, Miss Tori B, Donley, Brian, and anybody else, shout out to the lovely ladies, y'all. Miss y'all, love y'all. We back, baby. We back.
They've been in here. I've been trying to do. I'm gonna point it to you next time.
Man,
he don't got his glasses on. Fabian.
Yeah, I'm blind as a.
And it's dark in there too.
Come on, man. Dark Knight, baby.
He swooped in like the Dark Knight. You see how he swooped in?
Come on, your man, AllBall Bruce Wayne pulling up in the Bentley and all that. Excuse me.
got the young fella with me.
Is he?
Nephew.
Hold on. We got
what up, boy?
Throw the drop on there one more time for him, huh?
Got the young fella with me, man.
Double AllBall.
We outside. Let's go, baby.
They said smart ball, but here in New York.
Time out. Wait. Right. Hold on. 1 second. So nephew got braids. We clearly see who OG is trying to keep up with. We clearly see because he panned the camera and a lot of hang time was going on. Shit was flapping all over the place and shit. Then we get back. Yeah, nephew, we see you, nephew. We see you, baby. Oh, man.
If there was ever a time or an example of stepping someone to get to the top, Flea, you son of a gun. That was crazy. But AllBall just mentioned Smart Ball. That's 35th, right? And 5th?
Yeah, Lincoln Projects. Great tournament, been around for ages, man. Big Brawley, that's family. He does the commentating there, but just listen, just the level, plethora, just the best high school ballers in the city. They all show up, all the best high schools. Right now it's St. Ray's against Jefferson. Just listen, man, just great high school kids and some of the best basketball in the city.
Some of the best basketball in town. Last time the Dominicans won up in there, Flea.
Yeah.
They play basketball?
Yes, we do. We don't just play baseball and just make.
Now, Dominican Pride was a tough ass team. Like, they was tough.
Yeah. The Dominican Power. So they
Dominican Power, excuse me.
Right, just real quick. Kingdom played against Dominican Power in the championship. And me knowing and loving the game, just a brief story. It's a guy on the layup line. I'm going, I know that face. It was Louis Flores.
I was just about to say his name. Go ahead.
Listen. People don't understand in street ball. When you see a guy do NBA and pro moves in street ball, it just hit different. He killed us, but it went down to the wire. He hit the game winner, short mid-range for the championship. People in the crowd start throwing bombs at him, hating, but got to give them their props, man. Dominican Power was tough, but big shot Louis Flores, man. But yeah, they beat my block in the championship in Kingdom.
I remember seeing Louis Flores when he was at Manhattan College, right? I remember seeing him in college. I don't know if y'all remember Peter Mulligan.
Of course.
Pete Mulligan. Him and Pete was on the same team at Manhattan College. Tough. Very tough.
Bro.
Like, some of the best out of New York City for sure.
Well, that was 135th and 5th, and about 100 blocks up, it's them Knicks. You know when I say Knicks, you know what that means.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
That sounds a little different with that, Mike. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yo, chill, baby. I'm doing a lot of different things over here, man. I'm gonna pan the camera. There's a lot of things going on over here. Just know I got my phone in my hand. Tell you that much. We trying to, get to it, right? Do your damn job, man.
What's this guy? He said, I got my phone in my hand. I'm gonna pan the camera. This guy turned into a Black Fabian. Would you just
be cool? Just be cool. OG said we got to take a break and come back properly. That's what he said. Take a break and let's come back properly. So we coming back properly. Let's go.
Well, it's been a summer break, long break for the NBA and the Knicks. That's some moves made, new coaching staff, got some in the roster filled out already. Jordan Clarkson, a bunch of these guys. How you say his name? I forgot the other dude's name from Philly.
You know what I call him? The guy that dunked on LeBron. That's what I call him.
Yaba.
That's good enough for me. The guy that dunked on LeBron. He's in the mix. And of course, we do have rumors of Malik Beasley. The Knicks are closing in on him, or they're calling about him, inquiring since he beat the feds. Yeah, we out here beating charges, accusations, everything.
That nigga's guilty.
Thank the Lord. Hey,
that
what?
Guilty, nigga. These niggas. All right, I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead, bro.
Hold on, because there's been a lot of rumors. Jay-Z been ducking. Remember, he had a song "Not Guilty" with Homie, and Homie, he's guilty. So maybe Flea's onto something.
Yo,
hold on.
The NBA, the NBA is not gonna allow or allow point shaving to happen on their watch. They're gonna bury that shit. But that shit, if they fuck around and with the apps and all of that, FanDuel and all that, yeah, they could do that. The NBA is gonna bury any kind of point shaving shit. They ain't gonna let that happen. Not to their brand.
Well, boy, we had some smoke from Malik Beasley. We called him Mid-League Beasley last season. Giannis was, disrespecting him. His teammates, he didn't show up in the playoffs. It seemed like we did get a call go our way at the end of that Detroit series in the second round, or the first round, excuse me. But what's your feelings on even attempting to get someone like a Malik Beasley and being interested in him?
I have to be totally honest. I would love Malik Beasley on the Knicks. He's a shooter. As you see what the league is today, you cannot have enough shooters. And we have to be realistic. We don't have no real legit three-point knockdown shooter. Now, a lot of our guys can hit it in rhythm. If our guys get hot, they can knock it down. But we talk about a guy that can shoot that thing. Listen, I like Malik Beasley, and I like his toughness. I like what he brings to the table. To me, he has that New York grit. For some reason, if you didn't know him, you would think he's from New York, just the way he acts on the court. I love Malik Beasley on the Knicks, to be honest with you. I don't know how possible that is. As far as money-wise, maybe we have to make a trade for him. I don't know. But I think Malik Beasley on the Knicks, I like us now contending for the championship. But I mean, I'm a sound berserk. I think that would be the nail in the coffin. Because now, if you can have him, Clarkson, whether it's Hart or Mitch coming off the bench, listen, bro, I love it. Like I said, he's tough. He don't go for no nonsense. He's gritty. He plays defense, and he can shoot the three. I don't care what nobody say. In the NBA today, if you can't shoot the three, your ass is in trouble. I love it. Like I said, I don't know how possible, how real it is. But if you're asking me fantasy I love it. I love it. And to be honest, I think he would love to be a Knick. Listen, to feed off that crowd, now you playing alongside Brunson and Cat. Listen, I think it's a match made in heaven. I think Beasley would fit perfectly with the Knicks, and I think his mindset, his attitude, just the way he is, fits perfect for the city. I think that's the type of player we need. And for me, last point, I'm going to repeat, the three. He's a legit knockdown three-point shooter. I don't know his percentage off the top of my head. Maybe you can help me with that, but listen, to have another shooter, I would love it. Honestly, I would love it. And I'm going to be honest, fellas. If we got to trade for him, I'll just throw this out there before Fabian, you let Flea cook. Who would you rather have right now, Deuce or Malik Beasley?
Deuce.
Deuce is cheaper. Beasley's gonna cost some money, especially if he plays well this year. Like I know he probably messed up the bag this summer, and he'll get picked up on like a little short deal. But if he goes crazy this season, he's gonna be way more expensive than Deuce. Who's now change that question a little bit, and Fabian, you answer. Who's the better player right now, Malik Beasley or Deuce?
I still say Deuce. I think Malik Beasley. I don't want to go into that, but I just think right now I'm going with Deuce. I'll tell you why later. But AllBall's bugging out, talking about he fits New York. He looks like he's from New York. Duh. He looked like one of the dudes you were playing at the dice game yesterday. That's who Malik Beasley looks like. What you talking about right now, AllBall? Yeah, man, it's wild style out here, please. What is your reaction to Malik Beasley possibly being a New York Knicks next year, please?
Well, I look at it like this. I don't remember the last time the Knicks had a sniper, like had a knockdown shooter that we could go to and it's going to hit, 3-point shots, right? We got a lot of guys that can hit shots, right? Bridges can hit shots. OG has shown he can hit shots. So is Deuce. So is Josh Hart in occasions. Brunson. All these guys can hit shots. But I would love for our team to have a shooter, somebody that we actually call sets for to get free, to get us open shots, right? This guy has led the league in three-point shooting at one point. He shoots the three at a high percentage. And it's just energy out there. For me, I don't never see him dogging it, unless he's trying to meet the spread. But aside from that, like he's always out there, giving it his all, right? And I need somebody that's going to be a knockdown shooter, especially in today's NBA. I need a guy that's going to go get it. I need a guy that's not afraid to take those shots, right? When we in the playoffs and we going up against any of these upper echelon teams and you know, going forward, that's what they could play against. It's always been pack the paint. The Knicks ain't got shooters. Blitz Brunson. Don't allow Brunson to get in the paint. Cat's going to be the guy to take all the three-point shots, right? But now if we get a guy, you know, with Beasley, who we can play 15, 20, 25 minutes a game. We don't have to spare him and keep him on the bench and only play him spot minutes. He's going to go out there. He's going to defend. He's going to shoot shots. He's going to play with confidence. And I agree with OG. The culture and the moxie that we building in New York City right now, bring Beasley ass on over there. He's with the shits. Nobody's trying to punk him. He ain't with all that. He's not playing soft. I like the culture that they got over in Detroit. It's very similar to what we got. That's why we went head to head in that series. So you know, I just feel like he would be a nice addition. If he don't break the bank. Right now, all this shit that happened in the summertime with him and that whole gambling thing, I know that's gonna hurt his options to get a big deal this summer. But if we could sign him on the cheap and he could, you know, elevate himself, and then maybe, you know, that turns him into a big bag for him. God bless him. Or we figure out a way, maybe move him. I don't know, but I think it's worth the while to go get the dude. He's a shooter. We don't have anybody that shoots the three aside from Karl Anthony Towns over 40%. We don't got that.
I agree on that premise if he agrees to the vet minimum. I forgot to mention he can sign with the Knicks for $3.2 million. It'll only count for, I think, 2.3 under the cap. There is a connection between Malik Beasley and the New York Knicks, as in 2020, Gerson Rosas was the president of basketball operations from the Minnesota Timberwolves. He signed Beasley to a 4-year, $60 million contract, which he rolled the dice on. And Rosas is now serving as a New York Knicks senior vice president of basketball operations. So there's a connection there between Malik Beasley and the New York Knicks front office. That's dope. Something else that I think Cleveland was in contact with Malik Beasley as well. And if I'm not mistaken, Detroit can sign up for a 1-year, $7 million deal. That's their vet minimum, but you know, that's up in the air. He owes one of these guys money too, either the Cleveland Cavaliers owner or the Detroit Pistons owner. Yo, AllBall, he owes them bread for rent. Like, so
go pay the barber too. You owe the barber a couple $1,000. Go pay your barber too, nigga.
Hold on. Where's the barber located at?
I don't know. One of his last stops.
It ain't. It ain't New York.
Real quick. Hold on. Real quick. He owes somebody rent. Hold on. He owes somebody rent. He needs a haircut. Does that sound like a New Yorker to you or what?
That's the
Come on home, bro. Come on home, bro.
Niggas owe rent and he owe the barber. That's a New York nigga for sure.
Definitely. Somebody went OT, got into crazy beef, came back into town like, yo, I was wilding out there. Like, where are you? They looking for me, dog. But going back to the question of whether Deuce McBride is better than Malik Beasley, I don't know how we can disagree with that when I like when Flea puts shit like this in perspective. If Malik Beasley is not shooting well, what else do you get from him? And hold on. If Deuce McBride isn't shooting well, what else can you get from him?
You'll get Deuce to defend, but I say this. I don't think JB would have had go pull up how many minutes a game Beasley played last season if you can. But I don't think Bickerstaff would have had him out on the floor as much as he had him out on the floor for him to I
think he could be back. Yeah, he'll be back. So what do you think? I think he was averaging 27 minutes a game last year. Malik Beasley was for Detroit AllBall. And I mean, I'm not sure where Fleet was going with it, saying he wouldn't have played or whatever, but I just look at it like that. He could spread the floor for you, but at some point, he killed us because we left him open. Right. Like that was the problem. But every other team's not going to do that. So for me, Deuce McBride, he can't spread the floor. He plays a little more point guard, and he defends for Jalen Brunson. Beasley's not doing that.
Yeah, but to me, where Beasley would help us out a lot is now you can't really double team Cat or Brunson because we have a legit knockdown shooter. Like, you got to remember, the reason why Cat and Brunson can get double teamed damn near every time down the court is, think about it. Who we giving the ball as far as a knockdown shooter? Okay, Bridges could get hot sometimes. Okay, OG, but them guys are not consistent. I think Beasley, that's a legit guy that you can't leave alone. So to me, he helps out offensively where now you got to pick your poison. Okay, if you double team Cat or Brunson, you gonna leave Beasley for the wide open three? And to me, that's where the positive from him comes. Now, Deuce can get hot. Like I said, we have guys that can get hot, but to have a legit knockdown shooter to shoot the ball at a high clip, I think that's what we're missing. A lot of teams have that. And that's one thing that I agree with Flea. And you make some great points too, but when was the last time we had a legit knockdown shooter? Steve Novak? That's what, like, to me, that was the last time we're, like, legit, like, guy that can knock down a three-point shot. And at that time, the three wasn't nowhere near as important as it is today. So I just think Beasley, listen, man, I think, these are moves that we may have to, like, legit figure out and make happen. I'm sorry. I would love it. I would love it.
I offensively, I like it as far as that goes, but that's another guy, that Cat Brunson, who's going to rotate with them. How they're going to make up for that on the defensive end? That means they got to be on fire. And I just seen enough of that show. I like, if you bring him in, you got to keep Deuce, and if you trade in Deuce or Beasley, maybe you could upgrade from there because those are cheap contracts too. Malik,
Right.
Deuce McBride's only making like $3-4 million a year. So I mean, it's a good problem. Put it that way. I can't. If you were talking just trade Deuce for Malik Beasley straight up to make room for Malik Beasley, I'm not with that. But if you can add them on for that vet minimum and then possibly trade one of them for maybe another shooter or another two-way player, I'm with that 1,000%. And with that being said, AllBall, come on now. We've been talking about it for years. You've been saying it forever. These damn people ain't even hiding the Knicks hate anymore. They're turning it into love because this Knicks for clicks is getting out of hand. National TV games for next season, the NBA's most televised, nationally televised games for next season. You got the OKC Thunder 34, along with the Warriors, Lakers, and Knicks, a four-way tie for the amount of nationally televised games in total for next season. You got the Thunder, the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Knicks. Once again, the Knicks have never won in our lifetime. In our lifetime. Yet they're on the most televised games for next year, along with the Lakers, Warriors, and Thunder, who have all won championships in our lifetime. That's a big deal for me. Knicks for Clicks is in session. When Flea gets back in the building, we'll talk about that again. But how you feeling about that, AllBall? Everyone they loving us out here, man. They feeling the camaraderie from nobody. Yo.
Listen, I love it. I've been saying it. Everybody laughs at me. Everybody takes me as a joke when it comes to my Knicks takes. But what I've been saying, Fabian, we are the hottest team on the planet. I don't care what nobody says. Y'all can fight that all y'all want. We are must-see TV. All season last year, well, this year and last year, we were the most exciting team to watch in the playoffs. Look at that series we had against Philly. Look at this season, the series against Detroit. Look at the series against Boston. All great games, great series. Listen, we got Mr. Clutch. Like, to be honest, I think we should have been. We should have probably had half our games on television. We are legit. We are exciting. We fun to watch. The Knicks, we are fun to hate on and we are fun to watch. You can't lose with us on TV. We gritty, we grimy. We have great fan base. We have great players. Like, listen, man, I'm not surprised at all. I've been telling people we are the hottest team and we have the hottest job. You seen what happened. Once people even thought that we wanted a certain coach, they got extensions. But you telling me nobody wanted this job? Listen, man, we about to make Mike Brown a household name. That's what's about to happen. We made Tom Thibodeau a household name. Come on, man. I'm not surprised at all. We are right there. And just think about how legit that is. The Lakers got LeBron and Luka. Golden State got Stephen Curry. OKC, the defending champions. We know SGA is turning into the superstar in the face of the league damn near. Best player in the NBA, current MVP right now. And we're right there with televised games. What does that tell you? So haters, listen, I told y'all so. And just think about this. If we have another great season, the season after this, we'll probably have the most games ever on national live television. That's what's going to be next. That's something that I'm telling you. The NBA, that's what they are thinking of. Adam Silver and them, it's all about money, Fabian. It's all about entertainment. And who's more entertaining than the Knicks? What city has more money than New York? Come on, man. We the capital, bro. So for me, I'm not surprised at all. I love it because, I think we deserve that. We deserve that. We have a great player. We have a great organization. We have a great fan base. To me, those are the things that people want to see when it comes to sports. So I'm not surprised at all. I'm just surprised that a lot of people think this is crazy. I'm surprised that people don't get it. I don't care what nobody say. When the Knicks is playing, you're watching. You're watching. Did you see already Lakers at New York? I don't know what day that game is. The lowest ticket is already $1,100. I'm going to say it again. Lakers at New York. The tickets is already $1,100 for the cheap seats. Come on, man. We here. So just imagine if we're in the finals. Listen, Fabian, I've been telling everybody, man. We here now, bro. We can't. There's no more going backwards. That's the thing I'm scared of. No more going backwards, but I'm not surprised at all. I think those three teams along with us, out of all of those teams, we're the most exciting. We are more exciting than Golden State because after Steph Curry, nobody else is exciting. What else you got? Cat, you got OG get hot, and then you got Brunson. You got Mitchell Robinson, who we love. Like I said, OKC, all right, they cool. Not more exciting than us. So I love it, man. I love it. I told you, I think it should be more games.
Yeah, I think as you were talking, I forgot, where that puts us in terms of our guys that we've been rooting for this long. Because in all honesty, people think, that we're just, I won't say glazing on Jalen Brunson, but it's a matter of it was a little shocking to see Brunson be that good initially. Like that to me was I was shocked by it at first. I saw, we saw him in Dallas and everything like that. And Karl-Anthony Towns, of course, I wasn't big on Karl-Anthony Towns, but the fact that, he came out and showed improved for us last season, you were big on him. You remember you were pushing for him to come over here. I didn't know if it would work or not, but conference finals and just the buzz that, was set the tone by, helped out by Tom Thibodeau, Leon Rose, Julius Randle, built the foundation for us and his fan base. It got us going again in New York to even argue about. I still remember being in school and people calling Patrick Ewing a bum, and you have to fight for Patrick Ewing. But there is no fight if Patrick Ewing isn't at least really good or great. There's no fight that exists there. And now Jalen Brunson brought that back. Julius Randle had to kind of feel like we hated kind of rooting for him on the, just not even on the low, high key, as the kids say. And now that we're here, the fact that, bro, you can't even give the Warriors one more game. You can't give the Lakers one more game. You can't give OKC one more game in the middle of a battle between Adam Silver, the NBA, and James Dolan, who said, yo, y'all robbing us. Y'all robbing MSG. Y'all have some collusion going on with Toronto. That's your man over there in Toronto. Y'all robbing us. Y'all keep robbing us because I own MSG. I own MSG and I want my money. The Lakers got a boatload of money from that cable network they got over there in California. And the NBA said, you know what? As long as we keep getting away with this, we're going to put the Knicks out here nationally televised and we don't care. Along with the other most notable, most visible players in the NBA, most visible teams in the league, with the Lakers, of course, purple and gold, the Warriors, again, the most valuable team in the league, the Golden State Warriors. Now it's the Lakers, of course, but potentially, I would think temporarily at 12 million or whatever they got sold for to the Guggenheim Museum or wherever they got sold at. And the OKC Thunder just won a championship. I mean, that's the only thing I might be a little surprised about. I understand they're the champions, but I'm not sure how much people are really down to see them. Unless I shoot it back to you, AllBall. The only thing I could think of is if you're the champions, most of the time, you're going to get the A game from everybody else. So you got to show those games because everybody's coming to show up. So, but I can't see them being, in terms of fan base, I don't know if it's more exciting than the Lakers, the Knicks, and the Golden State fan base. They're going over that hangover with Steph Curry right now.
Well, I got a different perspective on that, and I've been saying it all season. The NBA is pushing for SGA to be the face of the league. I've been saying it. OKC is the darlings of the NBA. They are the new Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I'm not saying they're going to win the next 2, 3, 4 championships out of maybe the next 5, 6, 7 years, right? But I said it all season. OKC Thunder are the darlings of the NBA. And this is why they are. They have 34 games nationally televised. Now, granted, they are a good team to watch. They are the current champions. They have the best player in the NBA. They have the current MVP, excuse me. But let's be realistic. They want SGA to be the guy. And that's why. I'm going to stick to that. I know I'm not wrong because let's be realistic. I'm being honest. If the Knicks play in Washington, people are tuning in. I'm going to say it again. If the Knicks are playing Washington, Toronto, Phoenix with no Kevin Durant now, you are still tuning in. If OKC is playing those teams, you can give a damn about that game. So for me, the writing is on the wall. The NBA is pushing OKC. They are pushing SGA, which, the SGA and OKC is doing their job, though. They're playing great basketball. They had a great season. SGA is legit. So that's helping as well. But I just think the NBA is trying to almost force the OKC Thunder and SGA on us, Paul. And for me, I don't see why they have as many games nationally televised like the Knicks or like the Lakers. Like I said, I could see them maybe being tied with Golden State because, like I said, it's still Steph Curry. But like I said, after that, I don't get it. But hey, I just think that's what it is.
Well, Flea, what do you think? Because I was saying OKC, I'm a little surprised by it because I'm not saying that they're boring. I think basketball. If you like basketball, you like watching Oklahoma City Thunder. They're a team top to bottom. But I don't know if they were as exciting as even just the Knicks. I don't know if it's the fan base. I don't know if it was just us. The Golden State fan base is rampant online. I don't know if that. All I could think of was everybody brings their bets against the champions, so you have to put them on TV as many times as. Because remember, they tied with the Knicks, the Lakers, and Golden State with the most televised games. It wasn't like they gave any one of them one extra game. They feel like the Knicks are even with the champions as far as how many times we want to see them nationally. Do you think that's weird, or does that sound about right?
I think it sounds about right. I think OKC has earned the right to get 30-plus national TV games. They won. They won the championship. They got the best player in the league currently right now. I think anytime a team earns it, and hear what I mean by earning it, these teams didn't just pop up and start getting calls and, all of this, that stuff that they started that shit this year. Foul baiting and all that with SGA. I never heard that his first 5 years in his career. All we talked about was what a great young player he was, how stupid the Clippers and Doc Rivers was for trading him, all that type of shit. Now he wins. Now he's the MVP. Now he's averaged 30 for the last 2-3 years, and now it's the NBA. Nah, these niggas is earning it. When Golden State was implementing that whole new system, right, and relying on the 3-ball and spreading offense and the way that they switched and moved without the basketball and all that. When they started implementing that, And Steph Curry started winning, and he just became the guy. This little light-skinned motherfucker that's amongst the trees. We talking about winning on Kevin Durant's watch, winning on LeBron's watch. He's a little guy. He forced his way into the conversation, and for 10 straight years, they were relevant. So I just don't see what the difference is with SGA. He's earned it. He ain't been handed nothing. They traded him away because they didn't think he was as good as Paul fucking George. Look how that worked out for you. And so now, you know, they earned it, in my opinion. They earned it. The Knicks, the NBA is great when the Knicks are good. We call it what we want. Until our Knicks win, the NBA is just good when we're good. The Lakers are...
Real quick, if we could have our, you know, the greatest editor ever, I got Fabian. If you put real quick, can you see how many games the last 2-3 champions had televised? Like the Boston Celtics, what was their next, season? Maybe Denver, maybe someone else. And see how many games they had televised after they won a championship. And Fleet makes a great point. I can't argue that. But only thing I can argue though is, that kid Stephen Curry. I mean, that style of basketball. See, I mean, when they was in their heyday, we wouldn't have been mad if all 82 of their games was televised. You know what I'm saying? Like, that style of basketball was just so crazy. But I would love to see the last maybe 3 champions, how many games they had televised the next season after they won a championship.
I seen last year Boston had 25. No,
After they won the
this
championship?
Season. No, that's this year. I don't know how we can look it up, but I mean, I'll keep looking it up while you guys chat it up.
And we gotta factor in a couple different things too with this whole national TV thing. The way we watch NBA basketball this year is gonna be very different than the way we've been watching it the last 5, 10 years, 20 years. It's very different. The channels, the streaming, the this, the that, all of that national. So it might look like OKC got a bunch of national TV games and they, you know what I'm saying, it looks like they, gonna be. I think they.
We'll get back to him in a second. AllBall. Last year, before I pull it up, the Knicks were still top 5 in nationally televised games, and the Lakers were top of the list last season with 39 games. The defending champions Boston Celtics with 34. Golden State 36. So you had the Lakers leading the way with 39, Golden State 36, the Celtics 34, tied with the Knicks with 34. So once again, the defending NBA champions are tied with us for the amount of nationally televised games that they're going to show. I don't think it's an accident. I don't think this is a coinky dink or ball. Not in my yard, not in my house. Top 5, so it was the Lakers, Golden State, Boston Celtics, and the Knicks tied for third amount of nationally televised games for league last season. And after that, I don't even know, 30. Oh, Dallas was 5th with 30. So that's Luka and Kyrie, the Kyrie effect, defending the Western Conference finalists. So I like what you said about Steph Curry, but that's where I totally disagree. Stephen Curry was such a phenomenon. They didn't even win, and people were watching them. They were just 2 and OKC, as far as we all agree, they might be a potential dynasty. So as far as phenomenal in that standpoint, yeah, you kind of San Antonio with it. We kind of don't care, man. We're just being honest. You're great. You're nice. You're super nice. You might be a legend. But the people have spoken. They want to see the Knicks. We didn't even win anything, and we had the third most nationally televised game last year. And I just think that's a big deal, man. I'll let you close it out because you have to jump off.
Yeah, no. I just think you reward winning. That's all. You reward winning. Guys win. Guys deserve to.
Yeah, I mean, well, I definitely agree with Flea with that. You know, you have to reward winning. I'm just surprised. Before we get off this topic, I'm just surprised that the Houston Rockets with the addition of Kevin Durant, I'm surprised they not up there with at least 34, because that they gonna be must see TV. You have you have a coach who's very dramatic, who's very animated, and Ime Udoka, and then now you add Kevin Durant to that mix. So I'm surprised, that you know, the Houston Rockets ain't up there as far as like, some of the most televised games. But I agree with Flea. You have to you have to reward winning. But for me, our Knicks, bro, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's just gonna continue to grow. And I think our fan base is growing as well. There's a lot of low-key Knicks fans out here, man, that's just scared, to say that they Knicks fans. But I'm not surprised at all with us. I'm surprised there's not more, if you want me to be honest.
Houston is actually tied for 5th place with 28 games nationally televised with Minnesota. So that's the second crop of teams with plus with 25 nationally televised games, with 25 plus, with 28 with Minnesota, 26 with Denver, 25 for Boston. A little bit surprised about that. 24 for Cleveland. You know what? Real quick, we'll touch on that for 2 seconds before we move on. Maybe if there was anybody here that you think should have gotten more games, because we got Cleveland at 24, Dallas 23, San Antonio 22, Clippers 21. Then you got
Well,
Milwaukee, Detroit 16, and that's bottom. I mean, we ain't surprised at Washington, Toronto, Utah, Brooklyn, Chicago.
yeah,
That
that
ain't
this
surprise.
that yeah, that doesn't even mention them. I think Dallas should at least have 30
30
with the addition
games.
of Coop. Yeah, I'm just saying the way they're promoting Cooper Flag, like, yeah, I think they should at least have 30 games. Look at all the parity there. With Nico Harrison, the trade, everybody went berserk. They wound up getting a #1 pick. You got Cooper. And like I said, now, Anthony Davis, those guys come back. So I think Dallas should have had more games. I think Houston should have had maybe 2, 3 more games. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Minnesota should have 28 games. I think they should have had between 22 and maybe 24. So for me, I think Houston and Dallas should have had more games. But definitely Dallas. You can't have all that hype and that promotion behind Cooper Flag, and they have that less games nationally televised. No. Dallas definitely, I think, should have more games.
I think to you guys' point though, you got to get all the way down to San Antonio, which is the 12th on the list, right? It's 4, 4, 9, 4, 4, 10. No, I'm bugging. 4, 4, then they're 10th and 11th. So like the 11th most nationally televised games goes to San Antonio, which wasn't a playoff team. So you still got 10 other teams that actually made the playoffs that are going to be in the top 10, top 11. So that's dope. I think we're still rewarding the winning teams in that sense. Wemby's still going to be Wemby, but I still would rather see, to you guys' point, bro, if you ain't winning, you should not really be on TV promoting garbage. You should not be promoting non-winning basketball. That's not good for the product, even though we have some anomalies out there. But I ain't not concerned with all that, man. Not at all.
Nah, let me just ask Fleet real quick. Fleet, for me, I think Dallas should have more games. The way everybody's hype off of Cooper Flag. How do you feel with? I think Dallas only has 24, if I'm not mistaken, Fabian.
Yeah,
Nationally televised games. I said it should at least been 30. How do you feel about that, Flea?
I don't even know if I want to say anything. This fucking stream is kicking my ass again. So I don't even know if I want to get into my soliloquy again. But I will say this. Can y'all hear me?
yeah.
Yes.
I will say this. With Dallas having the phenomenon like Cooper Flag is supposed to be, yeah, I would like to see them on national TV a lot more. But I also think that they may have factored in the fact maybe they don't have Kyrie first half of the season. Maybe that is a factor. If I'm thinking about it, I'm sure guys that are making the schedule are thinking about some of these things when they're making the schedule. So maybe that played into it. But I definitely think Dallas should have way more nationally televised games. Knicks, Lakers, OKC, because I think we were award winning.
Golden State.
Golden State, I guess. I mean, after that, like, of course, I would like to see Ant-Man on national TV a lot. I don't know how many national TV games they have. They've made back-to-back.
23, the Mavericks. Oh, I'm sorry. They're tied for fifth with 28. And that was with Houston.
Okay. That sound about right, I guess.
Not bad.
Houston, obviously, they're gonna warrant national TV games. But the Dallas Mavericks not having over 30, that's interesting. That's interesting. I would think that they would try to push, respectfully, y'all, I would think that they would try to push this white boy, this American white boy that's coming in to the for real. He's American. It's not like he a white boy coming from overseas. He a foreigner. He ain't Joker. He ain't Luka, right? This nigga's from Maine. So, like, this is, we ain't seen this or this potential in a long time. What, Larry Bird, right? I mean, is that too far back? What, did we think Chet was gonna be? Or no, OG hates Chet, but like, was Chet supposed to be like the next American white superstar level player?
No.
Grateful of Friends, Tyler Hansborough, Josh McRoberts. Fucking bums, man. These niggas is
Josh
bums.
McRoberts is crazy. But
insane.
But that's I think also the Luka effect. He's already embedded in like the bad Luka, his whole wave in this whole summer. I haven't really seen too much of Cooper Flag aside from the one or two summer league games. Luka has been all over social media, all over New York City. Speaking of New York, so I think it's different with him. He's gonna be Nike. He's big time Nike, Jordan. Cooper Flag's not there yet, and I don't think LeBron was even in the top 5 nationally televised games when he came to the league, and he was a phenom. Come on, his high school games were on ESPN. Nobody had bigger promotion in my lifetime, probably, going to the NBA.
That's a great question. I would wonder how many games Cleveland had back
Right. I would love to see if they were top 5 in nationally televised games when LeBron James got to the NBA, because if they wasn't, then that's a travesty. So we would definitely have to look that up, because I definitely disagree. Now, if I'm wrong, you know me, I'll be wrong, but I don't think LeBron was not top 5. And for me, the way they promote Cooper, the way they've been promoting them from high school to Duke to now, I've seen the whole transition. It's no way in the world they shouldn't have been top 5, maybe top 4. I think they should have been right there with Golden State. Love Steph Curry, but come on, bro. They should not have 34 games on national television. I'm sorry. They shouldn't.
Their style of basketball, like Fabian just said, like you just said, keeps people's eyes on the TV. Now, whether they winning or losing, even whether Steph Curry is playing or not, people going to watch Golden State. Just how they play the game about. They're going to watch them. They're going to watch them. So, I mean, like we've said, they've earned the right to still be a team that gets, pushed to the masses. They're really still one of the poster childs of the style, the game, where the game is played today. So I still think that they're going to push them. This is the first full season with Jimmy Butler, right? This last season, he didn't have a full season with them. This is a full season with him. So that's almost like a free agent signing for them. So, we'll see. We'll see. 30. How many the Knicks got? 34?
34.
Mm-hmm.
Tied for the most.
Who? Us and the Lakers?
Golden State and OKC, all the 4-way tie.
All 4?
Yep.
Okay.
I did look it up. The Google AI stated that there is no such record going back to, documenting how many games were televised for LeBron James. To determine the count of nationally televised games during this season, they have it in Wikipedia and stuff. Based on these reliable listings, here's a minimum confirmed count. Looks like at least 4 against Portland NBA TV, against ESPN. So that's like 4 games, 3 of them on ESPN.
Well, you gotta remember the Sacramento game, national TV game, like his first game ever, national TV. That Christmas he played against T-Mac. Right. So that's at least 2. Right.
And
but if you
got against Carmelo, against the Timberwolves, that's KG. So that's 3, 4 at least. Then you got 5. There's a bunch against them. Yeah, they got 2 against Denver early on. So that's 5. No, that's
Fabian, if you
the
look
original one
on Basketball Reference, and
they'll show it what network it was on.
It'll show what network it was played on game by game. I don't know if it'll go that far back, but if I remember right, it shows, like, even if it's on a local channel. Like, the Bulls had that local WPN or whatever it was, UPN, whatever it was, it'll show that.
Okay. So 2003?
Yeah, the 03-04 season. That's a really good question. I really would want to know how many national TV games LeBron had as a rookie.
Also got to be the next year. So you know what? While we do that, I'll just pull it up, right? Instead of just keeping us away from it. Throw it on the screen for you guys. I think it was the next. Oh, here's LeBron right here. So where I will go to the schedule right here.
No, let's see.
Just probably top the box score right there. Because this was definitely on ESPN. So how would we know?
So go back for a second.
Mm-hmm. Might have to come back in, come back out. Your mic is distorted. Best Buy. Thank you for your $4.99 with a super sticker. We got to cut that ish out. First thing Brownie do is fix all this.
It's gonna be distorted until you stop sharing. So.
Oh yeah, okay. Nah, it was like that beforehand. Damn, is it in box score? In the meantime, I'll look for it. Maybe it's just like this, play by play. Shot. Y'all can see this, right? You think the Knicks are gonna sign for a vet minimum? Rasul, we were thinking Malik Beasley. Shot chart, box score. Logos right there. Logos. That's not it. Logos.net. That's Flea right there. Boom. Is this better? Yeah, this one's better. All right, Flea. So I'm here. I'll move back.
How does the mic sound?
It still sounds distorted. Oh wow. Maybe you got to put. You got the head. Maybe put the headphones on. Oh, that was just for the with the laptop. Okay, so I don't know. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a yeah, it sounds bad because I can hear my own self. Or maybe basketball thing wasn't lying to us, and they were saying that those stats weren't available. Or maybe you guys need to do a better job on Basketball Reference. Who do you think you are? Let's see, box score. You know what? Watch this. I'm just running through and seeing how many games. We're actually trying to research how many games LeBron James had, nationally televised games he had, Quicken Loans Arena. So it's not going to say it. Over here, I probably got to find it, and Flea will help me out. Unless you guys can help me out in the chitty chat. Chitty chat? Ear graving me. Hey, watch your mouth, Caliph. Damn, Flea, yo, jacked up. Yeah, unless you guys know Arena, this and that. What else would they have it? I don't know. I really don't know. In the meantime, in between time, before Flea gets back, I did see this. How many games? I did see this, right? And we were talking about Mitchell Robinson before the season started, and I seen this in an article, and they just made it, I don't say a big deal, but they just asking the same question we asked. Will Mitchell Robinson finish the season as a Knick? The oft-injured big man was one of the most dominant players in the pro season, and he's currently eligible for an extension. The version of Robinson we most recently watched is an all-defense candidate. He would be in a conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. What team wouldn't hold on to a player like that? Well, the Knicks would know Robinson better than anyone, and he's been unable to stay on the court due to various injuries. I've gotten the sense that New York would be willing to sign Robinson to a team-friendly extension that covers them in the event he continues to get hurt. On the flip side, I'm sure Robinson points to his performances in the postseason and believes he can get one more nice deal from the Knicks, or if he's able to stay healthy in a contract year. The most fascinating scenario that could present itself during the season is if Robinson doesn't miss time leading up to the trade deadline and is as dominant during the first 35 games of the regular season as he was in the playoffs. Will the Knicks capitalize on his play and expiring contract and trade him then? Would New York keep him to continue their title chase, not break up the continuity and risk losing him in free agency? These are the pros and cons to both in this scenario. Hey, Athletic, don't try to sue me. Who wrote this article? James L. Edwards. Listen, man, no disrespect to you guys, just really totally respectfully. What did we learn from that? Like, if you're a national media person, what did I learn from that? There's nothing there that told us anything. They do the same thing we do, and I know it's, the attachment to the Athletic, who's owned by the New York Times at this point, but I don't care what his opinions are. We talk about these things all the time as Knicks fans. We look to them to confirm it because they're closer to the source, they're closer to the fire. And for me, I don't feel the need to I just kind of hate when I hear them say things that we already said, and then I sound like a hypocrite because when they say things that I totally disagree with, I want to crack my phone screen like Fred Katz, who to me is fair weather. I don't care what he says. I don't believe him. I seen him write articles about Julius Randle that were just made no sense. He seemed like he was for, or that like Julius Randle was a better player, or he was getting better as a player for shooting more 3-point shots, and that's what the Knicks wanted from him. But I said it in real time, like before Brunson was there, that he should be a bully. He should be an unapologetic bully on the court. And this guy James Edwards, I think he's saying that Mitchell Robinson, just the obvious. If Mitchell Robinson is healthy, we all know he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Now, I ain't gonna lie. AllBall and Flea be flip-flopping on that. If you ain't noticed. If you haven't noticed, I don't understand what people watch. I was arguing, shout out to my people, Kenny A. Shout out to our people. South Carolina showed us a lot of love. But they were adamant. They thought I was crazy because I said healthy, Rudy Gobert is not better, more impactful than Mitchell Robinson. I think when you got a guy who's willing to make less mistakes and figures out how to stay on the court, that's any sport. That's any job. That's anything in life on planet Earth as a human being, even as animals. The animals that make less mistakes, guess what? They're alive, smelling some more air. That's how this thing works. So I don't know what Rudy Gobert is smelling, but Mitchell Robinson is smelling more money from the New York Knicks. That's what he's looking for. I can't believe it. That's the part to me that hurts, is grueling to think about. I'm a Mets fan, so Pedro Martinez in that year with the Mets, he was only willing to pitch from June on. Michael Strahan started playing, I think the 4th or 5th week. It had to be the 5th week of the regular season. He was holding out on for the first 4 weeks, for the first quarter of the year. And back then, they were playing 16 games in the NFL. And I agreed with him. And I was totally biased, I will admit, because Michael Strahan had wrote a book with Jay Glazer. What a name. Jay Glazer's crazy. But Jay Glazer from Fox. And it was, I suggest if you're a Giants fan or just a football fan in general, that you read Michael Strahan's book. It's dope because he breaks down what makes a great defensive lineman and a great football player. I gain a newfound respect for football players, especially the defensive line, who you're not the middle linebacker, who's typically the quarterback for the defense. The defensive ends, how he tells it, Julius Peppers was the most athletic defensive end in NFL history, but he still had work to do. He still had to understand what offense is brought to the table, like a Michael Strahan. And I think that book led me to just, believe in Michael Strahan differently than ever before. So when it came down to the holdout, I'm like, yo, this guy in his book is talking about how he can't even put his socks on. Like, it hurt in the hotel room. It was painful to just bend down and put his socks. Like, he couldn't do it. And I'm trying to think if he did write the book before the championship, because I don't remember him talking about the championship. I remember talking about Jeremy Shockey punching Jesse Armstead or somebody, or pushing him during like lunchroom because they were trying to haze Jeremy Shockey, and he was cool with it until they went too far, and he earned his right. Like, he had a whole bunch of stories, nothing crazy, but it helped me understand someone like a Michael Strahan, a Pedro Martinez, who are on two different spectrums at the end, towards the end of their careers. Michael Strahan was still a legit legendary, still damn near basically an all pro in that season, commanding double teams, triple teams, impacting the field in that way. Pedro Martinez wasn't really that with the Mets, but he could have pitched as a closer, a middle relief guy, in my opinion, or done what he did, but you can't rely on him as a starting guy. So that was a long-winded way to say that I'm okay with Mitchell Robinson being a defensive player of the year candidate, anytime he's on the floor, regardless of how many minutes he plays, because Rudy Gobert plays himself off the court. The only reason why Mitchell Robinson doesn't get more minutes is because, he didn't get the lucky DNA from upstairs, right? From the upper room, he didn't get it. So it's not really his fault. And I'm always big on, what do players control? Mitchell Robinson on that basketball court controls way too much that's not necessarily in his grasp. What he did against the Celtics, what he did against the Pistons, in Indiana, he looked like he was flamed out, especially with that 10-man rotation that they have over there. The fact that we can add something to that and get him some rest, going back to what they said in that article, similarly to why I'm not worried about Jalen Brunson being, scoring less or whatever. You're going to get more points, or the points that we need to make and get, and more effective in whatever style Mike Brown comes up with, especially since we're looking to push the pace from, 26 in the NBA to Jalen Brunson. Can he get his same amount of points with, top half of the NBA pace? And can Mitchell Robinson keep up with that pace as well? I think the only way you can do that in this era is by having a 10-man rotation. You can't avoid it anymore. It's been like that for several years, and they've been not saying it. And now with OKC and Indiana making the finals, with Boston making the finals and winning with that even the Mavericks getting 8-9 guys. Yes, you have superstars, but that's not really what's gonna win necessarily. And I also believe they're gonna go through. We're like in the 70s era all over again, where there was a champion every other year or every year. I don't know if we're gonna see another back-to-back finalists. Can OKC do it? They still look beatable. And Mike Brown being able to figure that out with Mitchell Robinson, I think he's never had a player like Mitchell Robinson. Now, he's never had that type of player either, now that we think about it. And that's going to be another interesting thing for Mitchell Robinson and the Knicks, because Mitchell Robinson hasn't had another coach aside from, Tom Thibodeau, the guy who believed in him. Regardless of what you feel about Colin Kaepernick, there was a difference between, Harbaugh being there and, Harbaugh leaving in San Francisco. Regardless of what went on, that was Kaepernick's guy. He's the one who knew how to curtail the defense and surround the right offensive weapons around him, the right backup quarterback. So can Mitchell Robinson get the right backup center, the right backup pieces, and the supporting cast? Because I think the thing with Brunson, it's easy to say, oh, we get Malik Beasley. He spreads the floor. This guy spreads the floor. Okay, offensively, it makes sense. But the biggest thing for Mitchell Robinson last postseason, for me, was seeing those minutes with Deuce McBride. That was magical. That was magical. And then to just Mitch, OG, Deuce McBride, what are we going to add next to them? Yeah, Jordan Clarkson is there. Josh Hart is there. Maybe. I don't know if Ubulele. Who else do we have on the Knicks to really make them a super defense like that? Because that's going to be the key to Mike Brown. Tibbs was able to get that lineup out there for Mitchell Robinson, the offensive rebounding how he impacted the game. And, like I always said, Thibodeau's style was more power running back, run out the clock, get extra possessions. That was their first down. Like offensive rebounds in the NBA are like first downs, short yardage, and then you keep the clock going. Can Mike Brown figure that out for Mitchell Robinson? Because those are the ways that he remains super impactful on the court. And now you have to foul him. Now you have to pay attention to him and game plan for him. Teams would have to do that in the regular season and the playoffs. So when that happens, think about being an opponent and you're Mike Brown. You're sitting there going, yo, I know if I was them, I'm thinking like this. What do I have to do to make them think about Mitchell Robinson the same way the Houston Rockets make you think about Steven Adams? I didn't like the fact that Tom Thibodeau sat Mitchell Robinson that one time against the Celtics. I thought that was dumb. Even the game that the Rockets lost to Golden State, I felt like it was because Ime sat Steven Adams. Bro, you having that advantage. You're making the team. You're controlling the team. That's how I look at it. When I'm forcing you to do something as a coach from the sideline, like you have to make a constant alteration and you're fouling me, you're giving me points, you're giving me trips to the free throw line, you're giving up fouls. The free throw line is very important. Golden State does not want to lose something like that when you're a finesse team like that. And the Knicks, they're coming from the grit with Tibbs. It's going to be interesting to see if Mike Brown understands who really Mitchell Robinson truly is. Let me get to these comments because you guys better not be holding down Rudy Gobert. Hell are you people talking about? I mean, Mitch just started setting real picks a year ago. No way he's better than Rudy. Size 9, let me tell you something, man. What does Rudy Gobert do after he sets a pick? His doofy ass. What is he doing? He's going to go to the basket and do what? He scares you? And Mitchell Robinson is doofy, but you can throw it up to him. He might get hurt. He might get hurt, but he can extend offensive possessions for you. Yo, Rudy Gobert is a big bird. He is the big bird of the NBA. I've never seen anyone goofier or doofier than him in NBA history. 4 defensive players of the year is the biggest scam. The French sent him over for payback for that Statue of Liberty that they gave us. They want their payback back, and they brought that guy in to be stealing trophies from our NBA gods. Get his bum ass back to Paris, man. Wherever you from. I like Najee, the real deal. Who's not Najee Muhammad? Najee from where'd he go? Dallas, right? That's tough. We can only offer Mitch 19 million for 4 years, 78 million. His free agency without a serious injury, he will be offered a lot more. Yeah, more than likely. And then we're in that. What's the guy's name? I already forgot him. iHeart. What's his name? You ain't win here. I forgot your name. Yeah, it could be a potential scenario like that, but it's almost again a good problem to have. That's when Cat's extension comes into the mix. Jalen Brunson turned out $100 million, by the way. These people call him selfish after game 2. I'm going to remind them next time. Mitch will show some offense this year, even a baby jumper. Nick Yak. This is what you, AllBall, and Flea do. You guys create some fantasy world where this guy's going to hit jump hooks. I don't know. I'm not hoping for any of that. Just go rebound the ball on both ends of the floor, set picks, even the illegal ones, elbow somebody, and guard people out there. I don't need a baby hook from Mitchell Robinson. We need a baby free throw. Shoot free throws like Rick Barry. Get some easy points, man. You come on, man. This guy. Let's not think outside of the realm. I like to keep my expectations realistic. What kind of a leap can Mitchell Robinson possibly make? The leap would be staying healthy. Keeping the ice packs in the freezer. That would be a leap for Mitchell Robinson, man. Mitch, Rudy easily. He just, yeah, he's hard. Like, not that he's horrible. It's just enough is enough with the scams, man. I just tired of him. Rudy averaged 6 and 4 versus Chet Holmgren. Did he? Don't say that. I'll flame him for the rest of his career. I don't think he's Black Tibbs, whoever said that. I don't think he's Black Tibbs at all. I think he actually hires someone, Mike Brown. Mike Brown actually hired a real coaching staff. Anybody saying that is out of his mind. You're out of your mind right now, his or her mind. I'm gonna let Mitch did versus Cleveland in 23. And that's a great point, because I don't remember Rudy Gobert having a dominant series like that, where he flat out single-handedly took care of a team. That's the other thing, or defensive player of the year candidate when he's on the court that single-handedly got rid of the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was insane. He tipped the scale in amazing fashion. Rudy more durable and played well with Cat. Maybe so. Rudy's more durable and plays well with Cat. Hold on a second. Just real. That took 2 years, though. The first year didn't go well, because that was a couple years that they traded for Rudy Gobert. Because Donovan Mitchell's been on Cleveland for what, 2-3 years now. And they traded Gobert the same year. I don't think Gobert played without Donovan Mitchell in Utah. And they got what's the talk his name? I forgot his name already. I played for Cleveland and Chicago. He's more durable. I'll give him that. But I don't know if he plays better than with Cat. Not sure, because he's a doofus. How can he play better if he plays himself off the court every playoffs? That's another thing. Rudy Gobert doesn't even score, and he stays on the court. And Rudy Gobert is a defensive player of the year. That's embarrassing. That's actually embarrassing. That's a super talent. You're supposed to be a super duper talent when you have a defensive player of the year trophy. That many. And you get benched in the playoffs. You literally get benched, switched off. They don't respect you. Teams do not respect you. Every team has to respect Mitchell Robinson. No, size 9 just expressing himself. I ain't mad at him. Mike Brown is on a mission. I believe he will take us all the way multiple times. Cherokee Princess. I remember you coming on here last time, Cherokee Princess. Are you all balls blood relative with these kind of comments? I believe Mike Brown will take us all the way multiple times. Why? He has never shown anything like that in NBA in his history, in his career. He's kind of been, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say big mid, and I'm gonna hold off on Flea's, phrase. I refuse. I won't do it to you, Mike Brown. Not yet. Injured Knicks took Pacers to 7 without Mitch. Why is it we lost in 6 with healthy Mitch? Anyone want to explain? Tom Thibodeau. That's why. That was not the same team. Remember, iHeart was there. You explain it to me. Cat was here. Just totally different team. I think. Remember with Mitch, Flea's always saying that, and I think he's right about it. As much as I hate it, and you think you could just put lightning in a bottle, when these teams play together for a while, and they know they learn each other's habits, and I think that's what happened with Brunson and Randall playing on the same team for 2 years with RJ Barrett, and all of a sudden you trade RJ Barrett for OG, and it just opened everything up. Along with having Donte DiVincenzo and having these little ancillary pieces that just make it easier to do what you do already. Like, you already want to go to the paint, you already want to hog the ball. So why not do all of that with 2-3 shooters on the court at the same time who are going to pass the ball back, put the ball on the floor quickly, right? Donte DiVincenzo was either going to shoot mad quick or put the ball on the floor and get inside the hole and pass it out. So you got 3 or 4 guys on the court at times that could do that when the Knicks played the Pacers, size 9. Last year, can Cat really, is he even dribble handoffing like that? Then that struggle between him and Brunson, it was always clunky. Nothing smooth about it. So, don't want to make excuses, but I ain't no way possible that that's just because Mitchell Robinson is healthy. And bro, the Pacers took the OKC Thunder to 7 games. Halliburton wasn't even healthy. Again, nobody's talking about the fact that if Tyrese Halliburton was 100% healthy, how does that series look? How are you talking about Tyrese Halliburton today? As much as AllBall hated on him. I've been saying that boy good since Sacramento when we should have drafted him. Some people just have a feel for the game. They're unapologetic about their game and they keep going, man. Rudy official numbers versus OKC 5.8 and 6.6. I don't have a F against Chet, and that size is pathetic. That's crazy. Size 9, you got a couple more comments before. What are you talking about? Ain't no excuse for Mitch. What are you talking about? Okay, how about this one, Fade? The 1 year Mitch was fully healthy, we missed the playoffs. Why? The year that we played Atlanta, he wasn't healthy and we lost. We could go back and forth about this all day, but you still have to have the right team around them. And we dominated Boston in plenty of games. Like you still have the game plan for Mitchell Robinson. So I'm not saying that he's the cornerstone for this, but what is Rudy Gobert gonna do? So trade Mitchell Robinson for Rudy Gobert, and what you think is gonna happen? I might get depressed. You see me on here, I might pick up a drug habit at that point on live YouTube. Yeah, I said it. And I have children. Please watch out for me. Please pray for me if we get Rudy Gobert. Are you kidding me? What's wrong with you, size 9? Mitchell Robinson is great. Come on, underrated. Bananas. Nah, we traded you this season. Rasul, that's the comment of the night. I gotta go with that one. That was amazing. We traded you next season.
Ball suckers.
Are we live?
Big Flea, never the little one.
Never the little one, y'all. That's what he says in his Black Hulk Hogan voice. Never the little one, y'all. Calm down, Flea. Join us Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for AllBall TV, Knicks Rehab. I may be on there by myself again, just yapping for 2 hours. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Stage left, Cherokee, thank you so much. Nostalgic Nick. Rasul, great show. Arrivederci. Is that how you say thank you in no, you say grazie. That's how you say thank you in Italian. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.